सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. We'll chant together. वेदान्तडिण्डिमास्तत्त्वम् एकमुद्घोषयन्ति यत् आस्तां पुरस्तात् तत्तेजः दक्षिणामूर्तिसंज्ञितं ज्ञानकर्मपदार्थौ द्वौ वस्तुकर्त्रात्मतन्त्रकौ ज्ञानाद् मोक्षो न कर्मभ्यः इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः कर्माणि चित्तशुद्ध्यर्थम् ऐकाग्र्यार्थमुपासना मोक्षार्थं ब्रह्मविज्ञानम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः न काम्यप्रतिषिद्धाभिः क्रियाभिर्मोक्षवासना ईश्वरानुग्रहात् सा स्यात् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः वृथा क्रिया वृथा लापान् वृथा वादान् मनोरथान् त्यक्त्वैकमविज्ञेयम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः सुप्तेरुत्थाय सुप्त्यन्तं ब्रह्मैकं प्रविचिन्त्यतां नातिदूरे नृणां मृत्युः इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः अद्वैतद्वैतवादौ द्वौ सूक्ष्मस्थूलदशां गतौ अद्वैतवादान्मोक्षः स्यात् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः. So Vedanta Dindima, declarations of Vedanta we are seeing. In fact, for every shloka, the commentator gives one Vedanta Vakya. Then only it will become Vedanta Dindima. Jnana karma padartho dvau vastu kartratma tantrakau jnanat mokshaha na karmabhyaha. For that, we have so many Vakya. One popular one is in Shvetashvatar and also in Purusha Suktam. Tamevam vidvan amruta iha bhavati. So that is the Vedanta Dindima. Meaning is knowing that Paramatma alone, one becomes immortal, means one gets moksha. Then karmani chitta shuddhyartham ekagryartham upasana mokshartham brahma vigdanam. For that dharmena papam apanudati. That Narayana Upanishad, it is there. Dharmena papam apanudati. Means by dharma this papam is reduced. And yagnena danena tapasa anashakena. That also, that can be brought here also and next one also. That by yagna dana tapa, this person has got purity and jignasa. And mokshartham brahma vijnanam, same Shruti, tamevam vidvan can be quoted. And Ishvaranugrahat eva sasyat, for that is tametam brahmanaha vividashanti yagdena danena tapasa anashakena, that Brihadaranyaka Vakya can be quoted for the fourth shloka. Vrutha kriya vrutha lapan, for that Mundaka Shruti is very good. It says Tamaivaikam janatha anya vacho vimunchatha. So very beautifully said in Mundaka Upanishad that may you give up all other speech, means all other vrutha lapa, that which does not contribute to your moksha, you give up. So Tamaivaikam janatha, Mundaka Upanishad Shruti, anya vacho vimunchatha, that can be quoted. Supte ruthaya suptyantam. For that he gives the Shruti, Yamai Vaisha Brunute Tena Labhyaha. One who is committed to this Paramatma, one who chooses Paramatma as the exclusive goal of life, for that person alone this Paramatma is available. So that It comes in Kathopanishad and Mundaka Upanishad, both. Yame Vaisha Vrunute Tena Labhyaha. Now we are seeing the 7th shloka. Advaita Dvaita Vadau Dvau Sukshma Sthula Dasham Gatau. The view of, the vision of Advaita, non-duality, Dvaitam, the vision of duality, division. They are subtle and gross. Means they are understood by the people who have subtle intellect, Advaitavada, and Dvaitavada is very well understood by the people who have got gross intellect. And yesterday we were seeing that for Dvaitam, I am different, Ishvara is different, for that we don't require any study. Even Pashu knows, animal also knows this. I am different, other one is different. So for Dvaitam you don't require any education, any understanding. And therefore it is Sthula Dasham. And Advaitavadat Mokshaha. By the vision of non-duality, there is Mokshaha. Moksha means freedom is owned up. Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. So this is the declaration of Vedanta. So in this context we were seeing, what is the Dvaitavadaha? I am different, Jagat is different, Ishvara is different. In language of Bhashyakara, Kriya Karaka Phala Bhedaha Satyaha means activity, all the accessories, the result, all of them are different from each other and the difference is real. And I, a parichinna jiva, a limited jiva, by doing some activity will attain the ultimate result of this karma. What is that? Swargaha. So this type of orientation is called Dvaitavada. It is not that I am different, Ishvara is different, that much alone is Dvaitavada. All these things are included. It is a package. So I have to do some sadhana, by that I will go to some higher loka. And sometime higher loka means this Vaikuntha loka. That type of view, orientation is called Dvaitavada. And what is Advaita? Advaita is, there is only one reality behind these all jivas, Jagat and Ishvara, and that non-dual reality I am. This is called Advaitavada. I am not going to become free. Right now I am free. I have been free. I am Nitya Muktaha Advitiya Atma. This understanding, this view is called Advaitavada. And somebody, yesterday we stopped our class, concluded our class with the question, what about Vishishta Advaita? Vishishta Advaita, qualified non-dualism. That is the English translation they give. Qualified non-dualism. Actually it is a duality only. They have given some nice fancy name. It is like, some people they call some aluminium or handolium as a German silver. There is a word, German silver.
Ever silver here. South India people know ever silver. Swamiji used to say ever silver is never silver.
Yeah. Correct. It is ever silver is never silver. So similarly they are calling Advaita, Vishishta Advaita they call it. But really it is a Dvaita only. What is the meaning of Vishishta Advaita? So this word is interpreted in different ways. One very simple way is Dvaita Vishishta Advaita. The non-duality qualified by duality. I generally call it like a Gujarati pickle. Thoda katta, thoda bitha. So little bit non-duality, little bit duality. And I tell you that this Vishishta Advaita is very appealing to most of the people. I generally refer to this particular, the sentence of one author who had reported Swami Vivekananda's teaching in the West. So Swami Vivekananda, when he used to teach in the West, he used to read all three. Dvaitam interpretation of the Upanishad, Vishishta Advaita and Advaita. is a sure formula for confusion, really. So, if you study in the beginning, these all three people ask this question, Swamiji, why don't you have comparative study in the course? Already people are confused. and confused and further they will be confused. Anyway, so that they used to do it. And that author writes that Vishishtadvaita was the most appealing to all. Why? Because of this Gujarati pickle. Thoda katta, thoda meetha. It is not Dvaitam pure because Dvaitam you already know. And Advaitam is little bit too high to capture. So Vishishtadvaita is what? Advaita also is there, Dvaita also there. Dvaita, Vishishta, Advaita. Non-duality qualified by duality. That is called Vishishta Advaita. Dvaita, Vishishta, Advaita. Or another way they explain this Vishishta Advaita is Chidachid Vishishta Paramatmanaha Advaitam. Means non-duality of Paramatma who is endowed with, Vishishta means endowed with Chit, the conscience, what do you call it, sentient entity, Jivas, and Achit, inert entity called the world. So Vishishta Advaita, what they say, that there are three entities, Chit, Achit and Ishvara. Chit is all Jivas. So all of us are called what? Chit. And Achit means the world. And Ishvara is endowed with these two. So we are the part of the body of Ishvara. Jagat also is the part of the body of Ishvara. So what is Ishvara? Chit, Achit, Vishishtaha, Ishvaraha. Ishvara is endowed with all the jivas as his body and the entire Jagat as his body. So Ishvara has got twofold body, Chit Sharira and Achit Sharira. And that Ishvara who is endowed with the sentient jivas and insentient Jagat as his body, that Ishvara is one. Ekaha Advaita. So Ishvara is non-dual, means there is no other Ishvara. But what type of Ishvara? Who has got Chit and Achit as his bodies. So in a way, you are non-separate from Ishvara. Why? Because you are the body of Ishvara. You are a part of Ishvara. And you are not identical to Ishvara. You are a part of Ishvara, not identical to Ishvara. Like Tamil Nadu is a part of India. Tamil Nadu is not identical to India. India is much more than that. So that is their thinking. And it is very, very pleasant. It's a palatable, manageable. So Vishishta Dvaita is this. So now Vishishta Dvaita is Dvaita or Advaita? We say it is Dvaita only. Why? Because they are considering Ishvara to be consisting of these two bodies. And these two bodies are real. One great thing about this Vishishta Dvaiti is they do not accept anything to be unreal. Nothing is unreal. Even your dream world is real. Rajju Sarpa, that also is real. Shuktika Rajata, Shukti Rupyam, real. He said you remove this word unreal from your dictionary. There is no unreal thing in the world. At that time, when you are saying, we'll ask them, but how come I am seeing the snake in the rope? He says, in the rope, there is a potential of snake. So because of your karma, from the rope, the snake appeared. Which type of snake? Real snake appeared. When your karma is over, real snake will be merged back into the rope and again rope will come. So there is no unreal thing. Some people will like it, Swamiji. This mithya is a problem. So for them, this will be very good. So if you want to change the party, you can. Because Vishishta Advaita really, it matches with most of our thinking. Okay, so this is Vishishta Advaita also is a Dvaita. Why? Because they are accepting Chit and Achit as reality, not identical to Ishvara, part of Ishvara, and the part whole relationship is real. Therefore, they have got technically called Swagata Bheda, internal division. They don't accept the Sajatiya Vijatiya Bheda with regard to Ishvara, but they accept this Swagata Bheda, internal division. Therefore, they are also what? Dvaitin only. Like ever silver Dvaiti. So, ever silver Dvaiti, ever Advaiti, they are not really Advaiti. And there are so many views. Another one is just, I will not go into it so much. One is Shuddha Advaita, pure Advaita. See, Swamiji, what is our Advaita? Our Advaita is called Kevala Advaita. We have to give some name. According to us, there should not be any name. We are the only Advaiti. But since other Advaitis have come up, and therefore we give one name, Kevala Advaita. Shankaracharyaji, they say, Shankaracharya's Kevala Advaita. One thing is not Shankaracharya's Kevala Advaita. It is a Vedanta, it is a Upanishads Kevala Advaita. Kevala means this only, non-dual only, without any division possible. But one Vallabhacharya is there, who is not so popular in South, but North India is very popular, especially in Gujarat and this Rajasthan. So, they say that Paramatma himself is available as the world without any Maya. You Shankara, the Shishya, the Shankaracharya Shishya, they bring Maya. Say, because of Maya, Brahman is becoming the world, etc. He said, don't bring Maya. Maya is an impurity. Don't bring Maya. Brahman itself is available as this world. Avikruta Parinama. Without any change, it is available. So they say your Advaita is what? Impure Advaita. They will tell us to Shankaracharya Shishya, he will say your Advaita is impure Advaita. Our Advaita is what? Pure Advaita. So there are so many views. But all of them are what? They are Dvaitis only. They are considering so many, even Jagat is real for them. The duality in the Jagat is real. What is moksha? You have to do puja, etc. Then you will attain Krishna. Krishna is Paramatma. And you have to go to Vaikuntha and you enjoy Bhagavan. That is moksha. So, there are so many views which are Dvaitas. Alright. Then, one more statement is Advaita Vadat Mokshaha Syat. By the vision of Advaita alone, there will be freedom. Here also people may say, why you are so fanatic? Dvaitavada also can be moksha, Vishishta Advaita also can be moksha, Shuddha Advaita also can be moksha. Why? Why do we say Advaitavadan moksha? Because the reason is Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. As long as you accept the duality, there is fear, there is samsara. And this sentence also needs to be understood properly. Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati, you must have heard this sentence. Pujya Swamiji used to say that if you take this sentence literally, it doesn't make sense. See, this tape recorder, this recorder, not tape recorder, recorder is Dvitiya, second. I am not afraid of this. Mic is there, Dvitiya, second entity. I am not afraid. You are not afraid of your child. Dvitiya, child is different, you are different. So, how can you say Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati? I am not afraid of my spouse or not afraid of my children. So, Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati, how can you say? Fan is there, light is there, all Dvitiya. Dvitiya means second. Ignorant people also are not afraid of all second entities. Then how do you say Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati? So, Pujya Swamiji nicely used to explain. When I say Dvitiya, somebody I consider to be second, then I am considering myself to be a limited individual. The idea of second comes only when you have got the idea of yourself as an individual. So, and when I see myself to be an individual located here, then it is I, individual versus the whole world. People say that Swamiji, I have to handle the world. I have to handle people. All the time, Swamiji, I am stressed. I have to handle so many people. Like one Swami, one Mathadipati told. He says, he told some manager, he said, you are handling 50, 60 workers, not that difficult. I have to handle 100 sannyasis. All enlightened sannyasis. So, so handling the idea comes. When you look upon yourself to be an individual, what is your idea about yourself? I am someone who have to handle this world. Manage somehow. And then what happens? Fear comes. Whenever you have this idea that I have to handle somebody, then it will have element of fear. Because I may not handle properly. Dining hall, those who are handling dining hall, they know it. It's very difficult. One of the most, challenging place of any ashram is dining hall. Yeah. Lecture hall, not much problem. So, because people keep quiet. But dining hall is a very, very challenging place. Handle. When you have to handle, there is a bhayam. That is the idea conveyed by Dvitiyad vai bhayam bhavati. So, idea of Dvitiyad bhayam vai bhayam bhavati means I look upon myself an individual when I see somebody as the second. And when this bhayam goes, when I see myself to be the only reality, I alone am. Everything else is just my manifestation with different nama rupa. With tree nama rupa, I am appearing as tree. With cat nama rupa, I am appearing as a cat. With monkey nama rupa, I am appearing as a monkey. With mosquito nama rupa, I am appearing as a mosquito. Even COVID virus, that also with COVID virus nama rupa, I am appearing as a COVID virus. We should not, when you have this vision, you won't have any reluctance or any compunction in saying, how can I say like this? I, with a terrorist nama rupa, am appearing as a terrorist. In that there is, today only we studied, in that there is no discrimination. That this is good, I am only good things, and wrong things I am not. In Advaita, the wrong and right we transcend. So, right and wrong are only at the level of Vyavahara. Good and not good is at the level of Vyavahara. The Tattvam goes beyond this good and not good. Dharma and adharma, right and wrong, they are transcended. And so, Advaita is the vision that I alone am, and therefore there is no fear. Whatever happens, happens. There is no fear. And by this vision of Advaita, I alone am, I become free from sense of limitation. And freedom from sense of limitation is called moksha. Therefore, Advaita Vadat moksha. Vada here means vision. By the vision of non-duality, I alone am, by this vision, moksha syat. So, moksha is there. In Brihadaranyaka, iti Vedanta Dindima. In this manner, there is a declaration of Vedanta. For that week, Advaita Dvaita Vado, Sthula, Sukshma Sthula Dasham Gato, for that beautiful sentence, Anyaha Asau, Anyaham, iti Nasa Veda. One who thinks in this manner, that I am different, Devata is different, Nasa Veda, Yatha Pashuhu. So that person has got Sthula Drishti. For that, this Shruti Vakya is there, Vedanta Dindimaha. By knowing Advaita alone, there is moksha. For Advaitavadat moksha, what is there? What is the Vakya? Tatra ko mohakashokaha ekatvam anupashyataha. One who is seeing the ekatvam, there is no shoka and moha which represent bondage. So for this we have got Vedanta Dindimaha. All right. So with this, the introduction to the teaching is completed. So 2 to 6 showed the place of karma, limitation of karma, and from 7 to 15 this Vedantic teaching is presented. And 7th shloka introduced this teaching. And now from the 8th shloka, the main teaching, 8th and 9th, they are giving main teaching of Vedanta. Drigdrishyau dvau padarthau tau paraspara vilakshanau drigbrahma drishyam maya syad iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Yes. दृग् दृश्यौ द्वौ पदार्थौ तौ परस्पर विलक्षणौ दृग् ब्रह्म दृश्यम माया स्यात् इति वेदांत डिंडिमः. So 8th and 9th are going to present the central teaching of Vedanta. 3 important principles of Vedanta are presented here. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, it is going to come. And it is started from this itself. To understand these shlokas, we can understand the central teaching of Vedanta, which is given in all Upanishads. Even though there are so many Upanishads, but the main teaching is the same. And generally, the teaching is given in 3 stages. First is Tvam Padartha Viveka, means Jiva Swarupa Vichara, the analysis of the nature of Jiva. Then Tat Padartha Vichara, the analysis of Ishvara. And third is the oneness between the two. And in giving this teaching, one important prakriya is followed, and that is called Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya. To understand Vedanta well, we need to be familiar with this word, Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya. Prakriya means method of teaching. And what is this method? Method consisting of 2 stages. Adhyaropa, deliberate superimposition. This Adhyaropa has got specific meaning here. Adhyaropa doesn't mean simple superimposition. Deliberate superimposition for teaching purpose. And Apavada means negation of what was superimposed. And by that, Adhyaropa and Apavada, the Advaitam is revealed. Some people may say that Swamiji, Adhyaropa is to be negated later on. Why Adhyaropa? Anyway, whatever you are going to superimpose in the first stage, you are going to negate in the second stage. Why? For that, we say that it is something like applying a soap on your body. When you apply the soap and afterwards you keep the soap there, I hope so. You will not. You don't come out from the bathroom with your soap all over the body. You remove that. Then somebody may ask this question. Anyway, you have to remove the soap. Why do you apply the soap? And so expensive nowadays. Especially some soap. Hammam vagere, I don't know what is the price now. So why? All of you know that. You apply the soap and it removes some dirt, and afterwards, along with the dirt, soap also is removed. So similar thing is done. First we do deliberate superimposition of certain ideas, and then we negate along with other earlier superimposed ideas. Earlier superimposed ideas are like the dirt on the body, and the adhyaropa done by Shastra is like the soap, and apavada is like rinsing, removing the soap along with the dirt. So this is an important part of the Vedantic teaching. Adhyaropa apavada prakriya, deliberate superimposition and later negation. If you say that Swamiji, I have understood Vedanta, full Vedanta I have understood, only Adhyaropa apavada I don't understand. It is something like I have eaten all South Indian dishes, only rice item I have not taken. What is this? Except rice item, what is there? So it's very important prakriya. Alright. And following that, we have got 3 stages. One is called Tvam Padartha Vichara, Jiva Swarupa Vichara, which is consisting of Drig Drishya Viveka. So Jiva Swarupa Vichara is consisting of Drig Drishya Viveka, Atma Anatma Viveka. And in the Drig Drishya Viveka, Drig means seer, Drishya means seen. Seer, seen, discrimination. And in that, we follow 3 principles. One is, first of all, I am Drik. I am the seer. And Drik Drishyat Bhinnaha. The seer is different from the seen. Second. And third is Drishya Dharmaha, Drishya Dharmaha. Drishya Dharmaha, Drishya Dharmaha. That is the third principle. Achha, what is the meaning of that? First will be very clear. I am the Drik, means the knower. Everything else is known. And I, the knower, am different from the known. Clear? Third one is Drishya Dharmaha means the qualities which are seen, knowable qualities, attributes belong to knowable entities. Drishya Dharmaha Karma Dharaya. Drishyashchate Dharmaha. Drishya Dharmaha. The knowable qualities belong to knowable entities. Like this color, pink color, belongs to the clip. It doesn't belong to me. So clip, pink color, no? Yeah, because sometimes I get confused with the color. So pink color is what? Drishya Dharmaha. It belongs to what? Clip, which is Drishyam. The known quality, pink color, belongs to the known entity, clip. This is a white color, no? We can call. Huh? What color is there? Huh? Huh? Pink? Pink. All right. Okay. I have to see some white color. This is white or not? Huh? Because about color, I always feel there is always controversy. So I have to take very plain color. That's why I did not take this clip. So white color is what? Drishya Dharmaha. Knowable quality. And therefore it belongs to what? Drishya tissue paper. Alright. Then let us come to, suppose somebody is fat. You are not fat, somebody is fat. Then if I tell the person, fatness, is it known to you or unknown? Very much known, Swamiji. Every moment I remember. And even if I forget, people will remind me, you are fat. So fatness, is it known or unknown? No. So, known fatness belong to the known body. Known fatness belong to known body. Let us go further. Sometimes there is sadness. Then you will say, Swamiji, I am sad. How do you say you are sad? I know it. Do you know your sadness? Yes, sadness is known. So, known sadness belong to the known mind. It cannot belong to Drik, the knower. The attributes of the known attributes belong to the known entity. This is a very, very important thing. People generally say, I am sad. If you say that, how can you say you are sad? You are not sad. Person says, I know I am sad. We say, since you know your sadness, therefore you are not sad. Because known qualities belong to the known entities. And therefore, drishya dharmaha, drishya dharmaha. Based on this, we do what? Atma, Anatma, Viveka. We start with the external objects. I am not the clip. Why? Because I know the clip. I am aware of the body, therefore I am not the body. I am aware of the sense organs, I am not the sense organs. I am aware of the mind, I am not the mind. When you have this appreciation, I am not the mind, I am the knower of the mind, you have got highest objectivity. Because you are not transferring the qualities of the mind unto you, on you. You say, I am Sakshi of, I am the knower of, Sakshi of the mind which has got sadness, which has got dullness. Now it is feeling sleepy, Swamiji. Your voice also is like that lullaby. So, feel more sleepy. Doesn't matter. You are a Sakshi of the mind which is feeling dull, drowsy. Because little bit heavy breakfast today. So, this is how Atma, Anatma, Viveka is done. I am Sakshi of the Shariram, Indriya, Manaha, Buddhi, Chitta and finally Ahankara. I am Sakshi of all of them. I am not any one of them. All the qualities, sadness, compassion, love, all of them, they belong to this body, mind, sense complex. I am Sakshi. Here one thing we need to be careful. Generally our tendency is to disclaim what is considered to be wrong or not considered to be harmful or considered to be not good. Like what? Anger. So if somebody says that you have a lot of anger, no, I am a Sakshi of anger, you will say. But when somebody says, you have so much compassion, yes, I have so much compassion, I am compassionate. So when compassion is praised, you want to claim. When anger is talked about, you want to disclaim. That's what happens, human tendency. You see, when things go well, many people say, I did this, I did this, I did this. Because things went right, things went okay, well. But things go wrong, nobody is there around. Everybody goes away. Nobody claims that I was responsible for that. No. So that is what the tendency is there. So here in Vedanta also it comes like that. So when right things happen, you claim, I did it. If somebody claims also, you say, no, no, he did not, like Vishwakarma did not do, I did it. Remember the story. But when things go wrong, then you say, I am a Sakshi of this body which did the wrong thing. People do like this. When they want to encourage or justify the wrong action, they will say it is body, mind, sense complex. that type of double standard will not work. It will not allow you to assimilate this understanding. Therefore, first of all, we need to reduce the double standard. For both you say. If somebody said you are very compassionate, you can say compassion is there because of the grace of Ishwaraya. You always transfer the agency to Ishvara or Guru and have uniform objectivity with regard to everything. I am different from all of them. Who am I? I am Sakshi of all of them. And I am called Sakshi with reference to the things I am witness of. By myself, who am I? Chinmatraha, pure consciousness. In Kaivalya Upanishad, very beautifully said, Trishu dhamasu yadbhogyam bhojyam bhokta Trishu dhamasu yadbhogyam bhokta bhogasya yad bhavet tebhyo vilakshanaha sakshi chinmatraha. I am Sakshi with reference to things I am witness of, the things witnessed. I by myself am Chinmatraha, pure consciousness, which is the content of even Sakshi. So I am Chinmatraha. This much when you arrive at, I am Chinmatraha, pure consciousness, and I never cease to be, I always am. In Panchadashi, first chapter, in the beginning itself, this idea very beautifully present. I am there in all the waking experiences. Samvit, I am there in all experiences. In Jagrata Avastha I am there, Swapna Avastha I am there, Shushupti I am there. Today I am there, tomorrow I am there, next month I am there, next year I am there, next Kalpa I am there. I am Nityaha. I am Chitswarupaha, Chidmatraha, Nityaha. And I am the dearest, and therefore I am Ananda Swarupaha. So I am Chaitanyam, Chinmatraha, existence, ever existent, and ever full. Fullness is my nature, Ananda. So in this manner, you arrive at I am Satchidananda. So one thing is ready. Now you go to the Tat Padartha Vichara. And there also what you do? Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya. In this Jiva Swarupa Vichara also we are doing this Adhyaropa Apavada. Really Drigdrishya Bheda is not there. We are accepting provisionally. Therefore it is Adhyaropa Prakriya. And then finally we dismiss this Drigdrishya Bheda. In the Tat Padartha Ishvara Swarupa Vichara also we say Jagat is Karyam and Ishvara is Karanam. And Karyam is Mithya, Karanam is Satyam. So by this, the Tat Padartha Vichara, we arrive at this Ishvara is Satyam, Jagat is Mithya. There is no Jagat other than Ishvara. So Jagat is resolved into Ishvara. What is there? Puja Swamiji's words, all that is here is Ishvara. So when we say Sarvam Brahma, what does it mean? Sarvam Nasti, Brahma Eva Asti. So Sarvam is Mithya, Brahman alone is Satyam. So Satyam Brahman we arrive at by the Ishvara Swarupa Vichara, Tat Padartha Vichara. And then in the third stage of teaching, these two are equated. You, Satchit Ananda Atma, are that Jagad Adhishthanam Brahma. And therefore what you can discover? I am Jagat Adhishthanam Brahma. Aham Brahmasmi. Upadesha will be what? Tattvamasi. Understanding will be what? Aham Brahmasmi. You don't say, Swamiji, I understood. Tattvamasi, did you understand? I understood. What? You are that, Swamiji. You are that. Swamiji, I understood you are that. So you are that is not understanding. You are that is the teaching. Understanding is what? I am that. I am Brahma. So aham sarvatmakam sarvadhishthanam Brahma asmi. This is the teaching. And in me there is no subject-object duality. I am Advitiyam Brahma. When you understand that, then your understanding of Vedanta is complete. If you say I am consciousness only, this much you say I am consciousness different from the body, mind, sense complex, is a very good progress, but that is not complete vision. Manobuddhi ahankara chittani naham, that is not complete teaching of Vedanta. We have to finally understand aham shivaha, jagat adhishthanam shivaha aham asmi. Then only your understanding is complete. So that complete understanding is given in these two shlokas. So with this background, we'll read Drik Drishyo Dvau Padarthau Tau. There are two entities. What are they? Drik means the knower, illuminator. Drishya, the object of illumination. So illuminator and illumined, these are the two padarthau, two entities. And tau, they are paraspara vilakshanau. They are mutually distinct. Then people may say, this is Advaita. You said you are going to talk about Advaita and you also brought Dvaita. What? Drik and Drishya. So, isn't there duality? Immediately answer is given. Drik Brahma. This is the knower, the illuminator, Chit Swarupa Atma is Brahma, is the limitless reality. And Drishyam Maya, where everything objectifiable, including this body, mind, sense complex, Maya Syat, is Maya. And Maya here represents the idea of Mithya. So, Drik is Brahma, I the knower, I the illuminator, Sakshi, Atma am Brahma, and the entire Drishya Jagat is Maya. Maya means Maya Karyam, Mithya. And what does it, Mithya, the word Mithya convey? It does not exist independently. So, I, illuminator, Sakshi, am Brahma, and everything which is experienceable is Mithya, does not exist apart from me. I alone am. So, this Drishyam is Maya. Maya means it is Mithya. Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. This is the declaration of Vedanta. So, Drik Brahma, idea is conveyed by Vedanta Vakya, na anyaha ataha asti drishta. Other than Brahman, there is no drashta. Drishta is nothing but Brahman alone. And this Drishyam is Maya. Maya means Maya Karyam, the product of Maya. Many people ask this question, Swamiji, is this Maya mentioned in Vedanta? This is a blog topic. No, blogs people they discuss, the internet discussion. Swamiji, Maya is not mentioned anywhere. So let me tell you, Maya is mentioned very clearly in Shvetashvatar Upanishad. Mayam tu prakritim vidyat mayinam tu maheshwaram. It is already mentioned. But Swamiji, in 10 Upanishads not mentioned. People will learn, they're always. So for them we give the answer. There also Maya is mentioned. Indraha mayabhihi pururupaha iyate. Brihadaranyaka Vakya. So now you cannot say, no, Swamiji, Maya is only Shankaracharya's invention. There is no Maya mentioned in Vedanta and all this. So they have not studied. They have studied only Kaivalya Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad. And therefore in these 3 Upanishads it doesn't come Maya. In fact, Kaivalya also it comes. Saeva Maya Parimohit Atma is there. So Maya is very much mentioned in these Vedanta, Upanishad, and Bhagavan Bhashyakara is giving the explanation based on the Upanishad Vakya only. That much Shraddha in the Sampradaya needs to be there. Our problem is that we know very, very little, and what we know, that alone is everything. That's what we think. Knowing little is not a problem. Everybody will have the stage when one knows very little. Doesn't matter. But thinking that what little I know, that alone is everything, and based on that asking the question that nowhere it is mentioned. Hey, don't say nowhere it is mentioned. whatever I have studied, in that it has not come. That much alone you can say. That humility should be there. One this scholar of Vedanta, he really taught me this. In Rishikesh in 1990, when Puja Swamiji Shashti of the Purti was there, so one scholar had come. And I said, he was speaking in Sanskrit. I said, Etat na gnayate maya vedanteshu. Means this is not mentioned in anywhere in Vedanta. He said, according to you, it is not mentioned. That is not true. You have very limited understanding of this Vedanta, because that time I had not studied all other Upanishads. So he said, Bhavatam Drishtya. So I understood that we should never claim that we know everything. We always say, as far as my understanding goes, especially when you talk to the scholars, we should talk very humbly. Otherwise, scholars, they will not care. They will say, indirectly, they have got so many ways to put us into size. So they will do it. So Maya is very much mentioned. I am telling those people who have got these questions, where is Maya mentioned? In Brihadaranyaka it is there, in the Shvetashvetar also it is there. So Mayam tu prakritim vidyat, Mayitam tu Maheshwar. Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. So this is the Dindima declaration of Vedanta. So the essence is that I, Chinmatra Atma, am one with Brahman. And everything is non-separate from me, Brahman. This is the Advaita Drishti. All that is here is Brahma, that Brahman I am. And therefore what? I am all. I alone am appearing as all. This is the vision of Vedanta. All right. Now the popular shloka, it's coming as the next shloka here. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha Jivan Muktastu Tad Vidvan Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mithya Jiva Brahma Eva Na Aparaha Jivan Muktaha Tu Tad Vidvan Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. So this shloka is so popular that it doesn't require much explanation. And Swamiji also explained, if you remember. Swamiji also in his class, Swamiji explained in his class, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. What does it say? Brahman, the limitless reality, Satyam Dhanam Anantam Brahma, is Satyam. Satyam means unnegatable, abadhyam ityartha. And Satyam is of three types. One is a Pratibhasika Satyam, other is a Vyavaharika Satyam, other is Paramarthika Satyam. So here it means Paramarthika Satyam. Brahman, Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa Brahma or Sat Chit Anantam Brahma is Satyam. Satyam means what? Unnegatable and absolutely unnegatable. Paramarthika Satyam. Paramarthika has got the idea absolute. It is absolutely unnegatable. Why do we say Paramarthika Satyam? You add word this Paramarthika because we accept this mic, this paper, this book stand, all of them are also Satyam. But what type of Satyam they are? Vyavaharika Satyam. What do we mean by Vyavaharika Satyam? Vyavahara Kale Abadhyam Vyavaharika Satyam. That which is unnegatable during the transaction, that is called Vyavaharika Satyam. Another one is Pratibhasika Satyam. So pratiti kale satyam, it is called pratibhasika satyam. That which is unnegatable during your experience. When you are seeing, perceiving, that time it is not negated. That is called pratibhasika satyam. Whereas the satyam here, Brahma satyam, here satyam is paramarthika satyam. Means what? It is unnegatable in any period of time. Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, past, present, future, in all periods of time, in all avastha, Brahman is satyam. What do you mean by that? How do we assimilate this particular understanding? That Brahman is satyam, we are repeating. Brahman is of the nature of existence. And existence is never negated. This clip can be negated, this clip can be broken, so we can say clip is not there. Badaha, the negation of the clip is possible. Badaha means what? Abhava nishchayaha, is not there, is badaha. So we can have this badaha, the negation of this clip. But when the clip is destroyed, isness does not get destroyed. Earlier clip is, existence was there, now the broken piece is. And broken piece also you powder, powder is. Further you break, molecule is. Subatomic particle is. So always is there. And therefore Brahma being existence, of the nature of existence, it never gets negated, and therefore Brahman is called Satyam. So Brahma Satyam, we need to understand that what does it mean? Satyam is not negated. How Brahman is not negated? Because Brahman is of the nature of existence. If this you have understood, then only you will be able to understand, assimilate that Brahman is Satyam. And Jagat Mithya. The world is Mithya. Why it is Mithya? Because before it was born, it was not there. Now it appears to be there, and again it is destroyed. Again it is negated. In Jagrada Avastha it is there. Before Jagrada Avastha, in Sushupti it was not there. Again if we go to Sushupti, it is not there. Therefore this Jagat is Mithya. And it depends upon me, the consciousness, to appear. For the world to be evident, it depends upon me, the consciousness. The world is reported through the mind, and the mind is illumined by me, then only the world becomes evident. And therefore, being dependently existent and dependently evident, it is Mithya. It does not exist apart from this existence, which is me, which is Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is Mithya. Brahman is Nama Rupatmaka. Jagat is Nama Rupatmaka, means of the nature of names and forms. And names and forms do not have existence apart from this Sat. And therefore, the world is dependently existent. It depends upon Sat Brahma to exist. And therefore, it is Mithya. So, Jagat is Mithya because Jagat is Nama Rupatmakam, of the nature of name and form. And name and form do not have existence apart from the substance. Therefore, Jagat is Mithya. Swamiji has explained so much, so we need not go so much into detail. Jivo Brahma Eva. Now, Jiva, Swamiji asked this question, that Jiva is in which party? Brahma party or Jagat party? It depends. Swamiji explained this, it depends. Jiva means I myself. If I look upon myself as the body, I am a part of the world, then I am Mithya. If I look upon myself as consciousness, which is real I, then I am one with Brahman. So when it is said Jivo Brahmaiva, what does it mean? Jiva in his true nature, Jiva as such, what really Jiva is Brahma Eva. I, whenever Jiva Brahma Eva is there, we have to always say Aham Brahma Eva. Otherwise, Jiva is somebody and I remain the same. Therefore, so Jiva means Aham Brahma Eva. Atma Aham Brahma Eva. I am Brahman alone. Na aparaha. I am not anything else. Or anybody else means some other entity is Brahma is not that. I am Brahman. So don't think, don't externalize Brahman. I am Brahma, na aparaha, not anyone else. Or I, Jiva, am Brahman alone and not anything else. And Jivan Muktaha tu Tadvidvan. Tadvidvan means one who knows these three important principles of Vedanta. What? Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, and Jiva Brahma Eva. Aham Brahma Eva, one who knows. Jivan Muktaha is free even when he is alive. While living, he is free. This is the beauty of Advaita Vedanta. In Vishishta Advaita, Dvaita, all of them will say Jivan Mukti is not there. You become free only after you go to Vaikuntha. Whereas in Advaita Vedanta we say here and now. We believe in cash transaction, fatak. So now itself Jivan Muktaha. Now, here and now you are free. Tu is for emphasis. Tad Vidvan Jivan Muktaha Eva. Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. This is the declaration of Vedanta. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.